Now, two ambitious young ladies, if I may be
I'm not
presumptuous.
Sure if they would agree with your characterization of them being ladies.
I don't care.
I don't know.
I'm going out on a limb here.
Okay.
Two young ladies here. They wanted to make a statement, and here we have a painting by Van Gogh called Sunflowers, right?
Yes.
And apparently, I don't know, everybody was talking about what a fucking amazing and famous painting this was. I swear to God, I don't think I've ever heard of it or seen it.
Oh,
no,
yeah. I'm a big fan of Vincent Van Gogh. I like his style. I like the cut of his jib.
Really?
I like the fact that he cut his fucking ear off.
Van Gogh is your thing, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I like his psychoticness.
Yeah.
Mailing off an ear to some jilted fucking...
Wasn't it true, too, that didn't he only sell one painting in his entire life while he was alive?
I know how you feel, Van Gogh.
I know. Yeah. I heard that, and I was like, oh.
Just an immediate kinship.
Maybe I'll one day be considered a genius.
Maybe someone will deface my art.
Mm-hmm. One could only hope.
Yeah. So this was fucking.
Now here's what's fucked
imbecilic.
up. How old is this painting? Like 500 years old or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like. Do you know how hard it is to keep there are things in my apartment that I can't keep nice for 3 months. You know what I mean? And like somebody was able to keep this thing nice for 500 years.
Yeah.
You know?
However long this has been around. So this now. Climate activists defile Van Gogh's sunflowers at the National Gallery and glued themselves to the wall. In a real statement, a real fucking poignant statement about nobody knows.
Yeah, okay, let's hear them out, okay? Because we haven't even really given them a chance.
Fine.
All right? Maybe they have a good reason for this.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
fuck you.
My God. Okay, so that's Campbell's soup, right? Tomato soup?
No, that was hair dye.
It was hair dye? I thought it was soup. I heard a bunch of different things that it was.
Let's see.
So now they put glue on their hands.
Quick. Look how fast they're trying to go. It's like, hurry up. Hurry up. Now, how are you wiping your hands like that and not immediately... Towards the end here, when she puts the glue on her hand and then...
Yeah, but do you have where they make the speech? You have that part?
I don't. This is the only thing I had. Did they... Oh, they made some speech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to find that for me and send it in? Now, okay, well, on its face, they're wearing shirts that say, "Just Stop Oil," with this insignia on the back, which I don't know.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the insignia. That's the... I'm assuming that says oil, and it's a angry, crying skull face or...
Do you think it's
some sort of...
Do you think it's weird? I remember going to see The Old Guitarist when they had it at one of the museums here, which is Picasso, right? And I thought it was really fucking odd that I was able to... I was like, I could just cut this thing if I wanted to. Like, they let me stand right next to it. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seems weird that there would be, like, with as many fucking psychopaths as there are out there, like, why would you not kind of have some kind of protection? You know? Because I can still see it through glass.
Yeah. I don't understand it either. And you would think, like, UV-wise, you would want some sort of filtering.
Like the thing they keep the UV... Constitution in? Or Yeah.
But, okay, we've talked about this before. This is what you get when everything is catastrophized for ratings and votes, and nobody is actually informed on what the fuck they're supposed to be informed on.
Yeah.
These are people that I'm sure literally believe that if we do not stop using fossil fuels within a year or 5 year, whatever their time frame is, that the world will end.
Well, and I like, too, that you believe, like, people that are like, no one is listening. No. This has been a giant conversation for
it's all over the fucking
decades.
airwaves.
Like, what do you, I mean, people are discussing it. They just don't happen to agree with you, some of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, the idea that we could ever get off of fossil fuels like they're saying that we should, with the immediacy that they're saying that we need to, is just not possible. Mm-hmm. You would literally...
Here, I sent you a version that has their little speech that they give.
Yeah, you would literally be sentencing billions of poor people to death in developing countries. It's just not a fucking possibility.
What do you mean?
Because if you can't use oil, then you're going back to wood and dung and things like this because it's the only affordable fuel. That you're not getting solar and wind in fucking in Rwanda or the developing world is developing because of oil, because of fossil fuels, coal, natural gas. Natural gas has now cut. That's the one reason that we've been able to cut our carbon footprint down so successfully and so quickly. And then people say, well, you can't frack, though. It's like, well, okay, but then what the fuck are you supposed to do? They refuse to listen to anything about safe nuclear now. Their only narrative is you have to go wind and solar. Well, that doesn't have the capacity to shoulder more than 5% of our burden right now, and it won't for like 50 years, even if it was going the way it is.
Yeah, and there's also like lesser known detrimental environmental, aspects of those things too.
Yes.
So whatever, yeah. It's not a black and white thing.
No, and it's literally, it's pretty well known. The research is in. It's not, this is not something that...
what about all the birds killed by windmills or whatever?
Yeah, I know. Then you see all these idiots and stuff. Okay, I'm going to get rid of us real quick. Okay,
I like when you see somebody point out that, like... vegetarianism actually kills more animals somehow.
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. And like ruins soil far worse.
Right.
There's all kinds of detriments to the planet.
Do you know how many hedgehogs are killed by growing carrots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at what we got here because this is apparently an extended version.
Yeah. Okay. So there they go.
Now, hold on. I'm going to bring this back once. Just the reaction, the visceral reaction to the person next to them, seeing them fucking do this to Van Gogh's sunflowers is so palpable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That fucking like just.
And I like the one guy goes, security.
Yeah. All right.
The guy, he could barely get it out.
Okay, so here they are. They're putting glue on them. Somebody's obviously recording them that's with them. Now, their choice of pants is very odd to me.
By the way, would you assume...
What is worth more, art or life? Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice?
That painting was worth more than your life, for sure.
About the protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people? The cost of living crisis is part of the cost of oil crisis. Fuel is unaffordable to millions of cold, hungry families. They can't even afford to heat
it is tomato. Okay.
soup.
Okay. Now, how do you see yourself, you fucking little dumb whore? What the like? do you understand? Like the way she's talking, she sees herself as a savior of humanity.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up and dramatic. Typical. Like, dude, it's amazing to me.
I almost don't put the blame on them though. They're so wildly misinformed. Now, of course, they're curating their own fucking library of content, and so they're choosing what they do and don't believe. Because I'm sure, if I were to point out, like I've said before, I will exhaust this till the day I die. The research done by Bjorn Lomborg and the Copenhagen Consensus is about as thorough as you can possibly get, and it points to absolutely different conclusions than any of these climate catastrophists would be willing to. My point being, I believe that if you were to show them all the research and all the facts that are out there, they would not believe them anyway. They just would be like, "Fuck you!
Yeah, we see
I believe this. Fuck off."
We see that shit all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's kind of.
And here's another point. Would you assume that had to be super glue they were using, right?
I guess.
I mean, or else it would really be pointless. It's not probably anything else, but
yeah.
I just, on a hunch, I just looked this up.
Oh, yeah.
And that is also a fossil fuel product.
Oh, sure. So are the graphics on their shirts that they've used to make this message about oil. That is a plastic resin that is made with oil. The shoes that they were wearing, as you saw them hunched down, the belts that they're wearing, the fucking the dye that is in your hair. These are all made from fossil fuels. So this is another of one of these, socialists on an iPhone kind of a thing where it's like, I remember somebody tweeted, or somebody that I know was like their high school daughter was trying to tell them about socialism and how the evils of capitalism, blah blah blah. And he said, "Oh, okay, well let's start. Give me your iPhone." And she was like, "Fuck, you're just trying to." And it's like, no.
Yeah.
This is capitalism. This is what this is.
If you're picking and choosing, then
then you're not. You're
going to the gulag.
Yes.
When the regime change finally happens.
Now, one of my, the worst things about this is just a perfectly good can of tomato paste. I don't.
Yeah, no, that was soup.
That was was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But still,
because they make the dramatic point when they hold up the can.
Yeah, I mean, the defacing of the painting is one thing, but also wasting food, not good.
Oh yeah, Heinz makes tomato soup. Gross.
That is gross.
Yeah. Why is that gross?
Yeah, I don't know. That just doesn't seem right.
Doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make
stay
sense.
in your lane.
Yeah,
I don't want to see
don't make
you
fucking soup.
We let you get away with 57 sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've already
kind of weird.
Come out with some atrocities against humanity.
They have like a version of A1 now too, or whatever. But yeah,
well, it is. Yeah, they make A1.
Oh, they do
and that's
make
the only
A1?
thing that I'll
Oh,
give
okay,
them credit for. Heinz.
Yeah. All right, fine. Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah,
but stay out
Kudos.
of soup.
So that's
because
odd.
you know why it's gross? Because you think in your mind it's just like ketchup and water.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You're like, hey,
take
tomatoes. Half of that vat and just put it in the soup.
How many rat parts can we have, boss? Like enough. Just keep it going. Just mill it in. Yeah. But this whole mentality, it's just fucking infuriating to me. Look, at one point, I understand people are like, well, at least they're, kids are getting involved. Yeah, but they're getting involved in things that they don't understand.
That's such a stupid thing that I remember.
Then teach them.
When I was first kind of getting sick of everybody being so fucking dramatically anti-Trump all the time and the worthless statements constantly. I remember somebody saying to me, like, well, aren't you happy people are finally getting involved in politics? Isn't that what you wanted all these years? No. I didn't want more people to become, like, blind partisan hacks.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's not good for anyone. This is not good.
Yeah, right. This is not, just... And then in the same way, like, just this is not awareness. This is not activism. This is just stupidity.
This is narcissism.
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is going, I know better than anyone that is doing the actual work and policy work behind this.
Don't you think it has to be such a fucking tiny fringe minority of people that would actually support something like this too? And go like, because I haven't seen anyone anywhere that supported it, but like, I'm sure there are a few people who are like, no, that's what needs to be.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of kudos for these people.
It's got to be so few people. I don't know.
But also the message that she was saying there, what are you talking about? You think that stopping oil production is going to up food production for people? What the fuck what are you saying? You think that people can't afford food because oil is expensive?
Aren't you aware that we have a supply chain issue going on?
Yeah.
And
you just came out of a pandemic?
And you want to remove propulsion from the equation?
Now my guess would be, and I would put every dime I've ever made on this assumption, would be these guys were so pro lockdown they probably think we should still be locked down. And
why aren't they wearing masks? I'm kind of confused here.
Yeah, but also it's like you're the fucking reason that the supply chain has been fucking broken.
Yeah,
it's that mentality that we saw going on for the last 2 years. That's why people can't get anything. You're lucky you have that fucking awesome Heinz tomato soup.
Yeah, you're lucky. That's probably all they could afford because they've been spending all of their money on activism.
Yes, and also give that to someone hungry. Don't throw it on priceless fucking art, you loser.
Can you play her again for a few seconds? Because how fucking irritating is her voice too? Like,
why won't you listen? I'm a brat. I demand attention.
Yes.
Worth more than justice.
Now, she's got a very good speaking voice, though.
She does. She could.
Is it worth more than food?
But it's
worth more than food.
It's it's the overly sincere kind of affectation that this person I'm not happy with at all. No. The one on the right.
I'm not sure gender. I don't care in this case whatsoever. But the blasé look.
It looks like every one of my friends in 8th grade.
Yeah, girl and boy.
Yeah, right.
Like everyone was just trying to.
Yeah, but like, why just the 1,000-yard stare and the fucking?
How many fucking antipsychotics are you on right now, person?
Right? Yeah. They do have that like pharmaceutical glaze. Like, how could you be in this? Okay, if you're gonna be doing this, how could you be in this moment? And be that unanimated?
Yes,
you know what I mean.
It's the biggest moment of your fucking life.
Oh,
you just defaced one of the most loved paintings on the planet.
Yeah, you did the thing.
You did it, and then you're just like,
just another Tuesday.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back and get on Fortnite.
Don't act like you do this all the time. Yeah,
That's she's just thinking about. He's just thinking about the new skin.
Because I don't think. Well, I'm saying.
I don't know. If I were to have to put money on it.
I don't know. Actually.
I mean, she was wearing a bra because she did unveil the super glue to the wall trick from reaching inside of her shirt somehow.
Okay.
So unless she's wearing some sort of a fucking concealed holster.
They do sell. I was gonna say for the super glue that comes with like a shoulder strap holster. That's the deluxe edition.
Yeah. Let's just take a quick. Let's just track on that person.
Yeah.
While this other person talks, let me just see what sort of emotion is going through.
Oh,
her.
Yeah, that might be a boob, kind of. I thought.
What do we got?
Look, see. Not much of one, but
tough to say. All right, let's just see.
It's worth more, art or life? Is it worth more than food? Worth more than justice? Are you more
do something, you fucking boring fuck?
Yeah, grow a chin while she's talking.
Planet and people.
Just holding the soup like you're.
Look what I did.
You know, this kid belongs like in a fucking shopping center skateboarding. This is not what you should be doing.
And also, let's just guess on what that voice would be. What's yours?
What? That?
Yeah, this guy.
Or obviously, lady. A silly, very silly voice.
I'm guessing it would be like this. This is my guess. If you look at the soup can.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to go a different direction. But
that's, in my mind, that's what he's doing. Like, I'll go with and hold the soup can.
If you need me for moral support, I'll be there.
Yeah. Hey, Molly. Yeah. You going down to do that Van Gogh thing?
But I'm not, I haven't got much of a public speaking voice. So you better handle the public speaking.
Yeah. Or try and muster up a bit of a chin for this. He's just concentrating the whole time on jutting his chin out a little bit so he doesn't seem so weak.
Yeah, and who parts their hair in the middle anymore?
Yes.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Now, I will say I like it.
You know what?
I'm starting to become fans of these two.
Okay, it's... there's a part of
their message is idiotic and their branding is bad, and they're all over the board with the marketing aspect of their movement.
Do we know, was that painting actually okay afterwards?
I mean, if it's soup, I would assume you just wipe it off and carry on. Like, that was the most ineffectual bullshit. I thought it was hair dye I'd heard or something, but apparently Humphrey over here uses all the black dye on his hair.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's back on display. Okay.
Humphrey.
It has been cleaned and is back on display. So it's
hell
fine.
Yeah.
They didn't ruin it. You know what? Then I do kind of like them now.
Oh, we weren't showing anyone their faces. See, this is what happened.
This entire time?
Well, no, they saw the video, but we were just looking at Humphrey here.
Oh, okay.
No, that's terrible. Let's see what that is.
Could you guys not see that entire time we made fun of that person? Is that what was happening?
Yeah. Oh. Humphrey.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our guess as to how this man's or lady, I don't know, does seem to have a soul patch. So that's also not a real.
Andrea said the painting had glass over it. Of course, yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, then so everyone's being kind of dramatic. Then.
Okay,
they may have even known that this wouldn't actually have any lasting effects.
Okay. Oh, so it was just like a little stunt. I thought this was a real defacing.
Whatever. Okay. Just this never happened. Tom told me about this movie.